Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Demela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a tarot reading. Let us see what Spirit would like to share with us today. Okay. What is coming through for us? Ooh, we have the Emperor, and it is Aries season. The Aries energy has been strong at this time. Emperor at the center of the read. We have the Seven of Swords within. Okay. We have the Devil without. We have the Tower below. We also have the Nine of Swords below. We have the Ace of Cups above. All these cards are flipped over, so we're just checking if it's... No. And beneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords. Okay. Is this fine? Yes. Okay. So much happening. Okay, so underneath the deck, we have the Two of Swords energy, beautiful beings, and this is Source saying, yes, release the mind. When you're in your mind, you are confused, it's complicated, you can't make sense of anything at this time, and it feels very much a murkiness, doesn't it? Trying to navigate energies, trying to understand, trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to figure out what's happening. And Source is saying, goodness, release the mind. Any decision you're making, any choice you're making, release the mind. The mind will lead to indecision. It will make you doubt it. Don't logic it, don't think, actually, it's logical if I make this decision because of A, B, and C, and then as soon as you do it, it feels off. Because Source is saying, right now, you are becoming the embodiment of Source in the physical. This is the divine masculine, how you manifest, how you be, how you express yourself. And you're being empowered into the Emperor, into your highest frequency of creation, into your truth, into your leadership, into your command, into Source, manifesting into the physical. This is you finally coming to the shape of you, understanding how you were meant to be, what you were meant to be. Because remember, when you were born, you were given all these rules, all these ways of being. You created a whole new life which wasn't you. And now you are releasing that life to begin a life that truly is Source. But you're coming to discover who the Source is within you. And Source is saying right now you are being given instruction and guidance through that intuitive space through Source. And some of that guidance doesn't make sense because how you used to navigate energies doesn't work anymore. Where you used to say yes to something, now it feels off. And when you do say yes, even if it feels off, it feels even worse. And Source is saying it's because you are trying to maybe still people please, trying to hold on to something that is not you anymore, or you are just so used to the way that you operate that you are going on a default thing. And now when you're applying that default way of being, it's feeling uncomfortable. It doesn't fit. And Source is saying don't apply a default way of thinking or your default setting that you used to be. Release all to the new, and whatever decision, whatever choice, however you're navigating the space, be intuitive, be allowed to be from Source energy, and you're going to receive your guidance, you're going to receive your intuitive prompting. So when you have to make a decision, ask, okay, Source within us, should we do this? Yes, okay, follow it. No, okay, but no, really? But I really wanted to go. Well, no. And you're thinking, but why no? When it feels, and it's like, well, yes, when you used to, in your past, that used to make sense. But no, because it no longer resonates with who you are now, with what you are now. It feels like a yes because you are used to doing it and you're remembering the framework of what used to please you. And we're trying to guide you to the newness that will please you. And the only way you can do that is by you saying no to all the bad and all the good, even the things that used to please you, even the things that you used to enjoy doing. They no longer fit. In order for you to bring in new things to please you, new things you'll enjoy and trust, you will so enjoy them. Because what we have, the Ace of Cups, this is what you've been wanting. You want something to fill your whole heart, to fill your whole being with joy. And Source is saying we're releasing all the things that used to be, temporarily thrilling, the things that did thrill you, but they were not long lasting, in order to bring everything that is truly within your frequency of being. And Source is saying, while we're doing this with the Seven of Swords, don't doubt what you're receiving from Source, okay? Because that's what's happening. It almost feels like you are doubting this new... You're not used to this new way of being. You're not used to this new version of you. And so you're almost not trusting it. You're not trusting this newness. It's like a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, and it's like, ooh, what is this? What is this new way of being? You must fly now. Fly. Yes, you want flowers for pollen. Pollen. And you're sort of like, maybe I should just go back and try that leaf. But trying that leaf doesn't resonate anymore. And so it's like, no, you need to go and now try pollen. So it's just that stage where you are in between, as you are becoming the Emperor, becoming the truth of Source. And it is such a shift from the absence of Source that you were used to, that you thought was Source. And it's causing a little bit of doubt and insecurity and a little bit of timidness. And Source is saying, don't second guess what you're feeling from Source, okay? Yes, the instruction might be something you don't want to hear. It might be a no when you want a yes. It might be a yes when you want a no. And Source is saying, release those egoic wants and allow yourself to really be guided through Source, and Source is within you. You are Source, okay? Aligning to your frequency, to the frequency of your divine existence. The highest frequency, which allows the frequencies of love and happiness and joy and clarity and beauty and abundance and all the goodies that you are wanting, okay? And Source is saying, trust this process. It's an investment in you. Source right now is investing in you as Source, not investing as you as the physical will want you to be. And that's why we see the devil here in the physical aspect, without. To release the fear, to release the fear of the unknown, release the fear of the guidance as you're coming into your Emperor energy, release the fear of expressing yourself as Source and your truth to people, okay? We personally, Velastri, have been having to say no to a lot of social events, to a lot of, birthday events which we used to attend, which we are so sensitive in energy that it is not about the person celebrating, but rather everybody else is going to be there. Are beings who we would not normally connect with socially anymore, just because of where we are in our energy. And so for us to be in that space is so overwhelming energetic wise, where we are currently in our transformation process. Where in the past, as Lasala, we would just go regardless of how we feel and just be there. Not really aware of how the energies were affecting us until later, when we got back into our space and feeling tired, feeling drained, feeling down, feeling all these emotional things, and just thinking it's us having a mood, but actually it's just all the energies we were just engaging with, which we were not really aware of the effect on our grid. And so we are learning now to prioritize the feeling of Source within us rather than the appearance of not disappointing people or pleasing people or being that weird person who's no longer social. We actually don't care how people view us anymore. And it's time for us to really care about how we feel and what aligns with us. And you are all going through this experience at this time where you are challenged with these choices where, well, this decision in the past used to be an easy thing, but now it doesn't feel aligned because I feel it doesn't fit, or for some reason choosing it feels resistant. And Source is saying it's because it's no longer of your life experience. Understand, this is a whole new lifetime. You are literally a whole new being, a whole new person, a whole new frequency. So honor that you are now to discover new things, new experiences, and new people. But in order for this to occur, you need to release that which was to create the space for the new to come in. And don't fear the changes. It is the awakening energy of the devil card, that Capricorn energy, 10th house energy, the 10 of Pentacles. You are now aligning to the awakened 10 of Pentacles, to the divine destiny, not the unawakened 10 of Pentacles, the energy absent source, the stability born of illusion, born of people pleasing, born of fear, born of programming. You're now finally creating stability from the unknown, where you're like, okay, I'm just going to go with the feeling. I have no idea how this is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to end up with a new group of social people, or if I'm going to end up alone, if it's going to bring money, if it's not, if we don't know what the outcome is. All I know is that I'm honoring source, and source is saying, yes, honor source fearlessly, because now you're no longer restricted, and in that space you are now investing in you, not taking away from you. And you are finally coming into the divine empowerment of you, because this is the goal, this is the aim, for you to truly express yourself in your clarity, for the divine masculine to honor source, not to be in the fearful, unawakened reflection of the illusion and the fake source that the realm of illusion convinced you to honor at a time, convinced us all to honor at a time. And above crowning, because this is what you want, you're saying, source, we're ready for abundance, we're ready for blessings, we've done the work, we've been doing the work, and we're ready for a blessing, we're ready for a good outcome, we're ready for a positive experience, we're ready for we're ready for a heartbeat full bring, and this is what we want, this is all we want, which is why you are feeling so empowered to say no and to honor source, because you're saying, actually, I can feel that I'm on the path to this, and to remain here, I need to honor source within me. So you are now taking that stance to say no to what doesn't align, even though it might make others uncomfortable, even though it might disappoint other people, even though it might take you away from what you are used to, even though it might scare you into thinking, but what am I becoming? Who am I? Am I even going to, what am I? don't understand why I'm changing so much. I feel so not, I feel so other. And it's also saying, yes, we know you're feeling so other, because the majority of the collective is still in that illusion, is still in the absence of themselves. So when you are running away from yourself, you feel like you fit in, but as soon as you're your truth, you feel like you don't fit in, and we wish you to remain there, because it's you finally becoming a lion, being in your truth, being that emperor, being that leader, not being a sheep. And trust, this is the ultimate golden way for you to have all of your needs and wants met. And below in the physical, it's changing your whole foundation. It's changing your whole structure. It's changing how you be. It's changing how you relate. It's changing how you engage with people. It's changing how you interact. It's changing how you even understand creation, how you perceive yourself. What you allow yourself, all of that is changing and evolving. And source is saying it's causing a little bit of stress for some of you, a bit of anxiety, sleepless nights, because you're worried. You're thinking, I'm going through so many changes, so much is happening, I don't feel like I'm me anymore. And source is saying that's because the you that you were referring to is the old you in the illusion, and this new you is so different. And you do feel empowered, you do feel good, and for the most part, you really feel, yay. It's just that you are still wishing for everything to come in, and because of the time it's taking for everything to manifest and integrate, it almost feels like you are doing all this work for nothing. And source is saying, no, you're doing all this work for everything. Trust. Understand how many years of programming and conditioning you were honoring. Understand all that momentum that you were projecting, and understand right now you are doing the work to stop that momentum, to reverse it, and you're doing it faster than all the years it takes. You might be 25 years old right now, and for 22 years you were creating in unawakened energies, and now for these past 3 years you've been creating and you're awakened. But in these 3 years you are creating so much, but it's not going to take you another 23 years to change it. It's going to, or another 22 years to change it. You are literally going to evolve that energy so soon, and Sources wants to be patient for the process. All of you to be patient for the process and know that you are coming into the divine empowerment of you. You will receive your blessings. You will truly receive it. Whatever decision and choice you are coming to, whatever you are feeling guided, whatever you're engaging in, ensure that it honors the true expression of you. What you're really feeling is you, the empowerment of you, who you are now, because all of you are feeling a very different sense of being. So yes, it might have honored your past self, but that past self no longer exists. How does it honor you now? Does it honor you now? Does it feel good now? Does it resonate now? Go for it. Doesn't it? Don't. And allow that to be the way in which you make decisions. Allow that to be the way in which you navigate your spaces. Don't let fear hold you back. Yes, much is changing. A lot of your foundation is changing. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let fear restrict your connection to Source within you. Blessed be.